when people are trying to get home from the holiday, and then temperatures go down over the course of the weekend. But I know,
excessive
Bill,
rain in the middle part of the country.
And we're also going to have a few different problems associated with all that, possibly even some severe weather over the next couple of days. And that's really what we need to look at as we get into the day on.
Joined now by meteorologist Kevin Robinson. Kevin, we've got a snowstorm raging. We've got a lot of areas of wind and rain.
Well, up next, we will take you back to the coast, and that is with meteorologist Chris Warren. But first, we want to take another look at that rain. At Ida's projected path out here, and back live to the coastline with meteorologist Chris Warren.
Of some of those chances for rain. We'll have more on the California fires next. And, closer to the south of this, the flow around those, it's just funneling in those winds. We do have the next weather system starting to come in the northwest, and this will eventually drop temperatures here. That'll be good news for places like Oregon, where we also have had some new fire contrast of some of the warm air versus the cooler stuff coming in the northwest. In fact, we'll talk more about temperatures coming up in the weekly planner next.
Joining us from the Chicago suburb of Oak Park, taking a look at those conditions early this morning, because we've already got some voters out there, which I think is great, everyone going to the polls early, but Jorma, they might be suffering in some of those.
It's coming up on 55 minutes after the hour.
And we're going to take a look at a couple of those travel trouble spots. Nothing too significant. Of course, we talked about the flooding rain in Oklahoma, so watch for that. But still a couple of problems in the northeast, too.
That's right. Let's take you off to a place like Philadelphia, where
This includes places like parts of Utah under winter storm warning. Temperatures really dropping pretty significantly as well. But more on the tsunami and survivor accounts next. Precipitation with all of that. Rockies, also a place where we're going to get some significant snow. It's Ryan, somewhere like Los Angeles at 55. We'll have more on the storm and the details next. Now for your 60-second forecast, we want to get you around the country out here. And as we do so, the one since yesterday, but that is about to change for us. So some drier skies up that busy northeast corridor, where yesterday we had delays. We have a temperature for a lot of us this week coming up. Most of the country for most of the week. So certainly maybe you got some of those new sweaters for Christmas or northeast. We are going to see that definitely some places, Burlington, stay under the sunshine, but most of the area is going to be starting to feel the impact of all that snow out there. That includes Washington, D.C., a very snowy day, significant areas of snow, and all on the 8th. Going anywhere. This isn't the only place dealing with the winter weather. We've already got something else cranking up that everyone needs to watch.
it's all about the west and the winter storm warnings. If you love skiing, snowboarding.
Around the country in our 60-second forecast, and we start off in the northeast, still dealing with the snow out here. So as we take it around places like New York City, a little bit more snow, more to shovel out here. Interior, this is still the heavy wet. It's time now for your 60-second forecast. As we get around the country, we're still seeing some of that shower activity up through the northeast. So that's going to be one of our concerns into Friday. Places like Boston, down through New York City, you could watch a little bit more of that rain, in some cases still some snow.
Severe weather is making its final move off the East Coast, and right behind it, a big-time drop in temperatures. Welcome to Weather Center on this Thursday evening. I'm Paul Goodlow.
And I'm Nicole. Our eyewitness weather spotters have been busy today, snapping pictures of the East Coast. Here's how that works. So here's the Spillet South, and what we were just seeing on the satellite, how some of this is starting to be pulled away from their source. So we already have this pulling farther south. It would then start to make that turn to the east, and that's where we have that potential impact even by part of the trees. We have the new tornado warnings in Montgomery and Polk counties in Arkansas, and I'll get to that look in just a minute. First, the overall view of the system and what's going on with that right now, including a lot of rain. So we also have continued to see through the course of the evening more flash flood warnings coming in because of the slow-moving nature of the system. Time now for the weekly planner. So it's time now for the weekly planner and its forecasts around the country. Okay, let's get you around the country. More on the flooding next. It is time now for the weekly. It is time now for the 60-second forecast. It's time now for that 60-second forecast as we continue off to the northeast. We're going to see a lot of rain starting to move in. Now, for most of the coastline, this hits a little bit later in the time now for the 60-second forecast as we head off to the northeast. We are going to see dry skies, so we're finally getting rid of that.
Now for the 60-second forecast as we head to the northeast, we're going to see temperatures in the 70s in places like New York City, where we're going to have still a lot to organize. We didn't have that low-level circulation, but a flight went in there today, and you can really kind of tell in the last couple of frames that there's a little more organization with this, but dumping a lot of rain that is causing flooding and mudslide concerns. Could see a loss of life with that system. Let's get it back to the United States and your... I'm meteorologist Nicole Mitchell, and we are helping you through this holiday. On the northern edge of this, we've had the snow, including just kind of on the cusp of the Twin Cities. Definitely, though, more of this in Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, and eventually moving. When it snows, some people see a beautiful winter wonderland, while others see a winter workload with all the shoveling and ice scraping involved. Meteorologist Mike Bettis found some innovative products cooler out there. So as you get toward places like Erie, we're seeing winds gusting in the teens. Director is trying to put on the, the dance music again to get me to do a read on its way. Okay, there we go. We'll have the local on 8 next. Kinky, that's been doing a little dance for us this morning, and the dance is actually a happy dance, kind of like the one I do on Fridays. But well, this morning, what she does is a little bit more like a hat dance. But on I'll be doing over the next couple days.
Snow, so enjoy New Mexico while you got it.
I can't do it.
You're doing perfectly. Hey, a big thank you out there to the teachers. This is a
Weather to talk about. Paul has more on that.
yes, I do. Let's go up the coast and talk about the temperatures. Hi.
All right, Paul.
Hey, let's look at the temperatures in the east. And we finally have...
Is getting a haircut. I'm thinking after this story, all the BP executives should be shaved bald.
How about Nicole with a buzz cut?
Hey, I'll do an inch if you do an inch.
I don't have an inch of hair. All right, reporter Sarah Hollenbach, she'll explain how...
Paul was gone, just came back from a family trip that direction, and he came back trying to convince me you can tell the difference between black bears and brown bears by their booties. I'm not even kidding here.
I was saying that the brown bears are the grizzly bears.
Vacation.
They have a hump up towards the front legs versus the black bears have more of a hump towards their hindquarters.
Okay, well, that sounds like my hiccups are back. Sorry. Well, this time of year, we're also feeling the heart of the heat. For us, the heat is comfortable and a nuisance, just like the hiccups. We can find some creative ways, though, to cool off. KXAS caught up with a group of folks in Texas with one such idea. So a lot of heat, a lot of humidity. Eventually, though, the hiccups are killing me. Okay, we're going to see that the jet stream from the Weather Center. I'm Nicole Mitchell, and I made Paul think I forgot that it was his birthday yesterday, and earlier we even had him wear the sash. I posted some photos on our Facebook if you want to catch them.
That's right. I was the birthday boy, and I'm Paul Goodlow. Thanks for joining us tonight. And thank you, Nicole. Also, Danielle Banks, who baked some fantastic cupcakes. But speaking of Danielle,
Have a good weekend, everyone. I like that you admit you're almost adults as well. And I just have to call out Paul, because even as you were reading and the graphic was up, she's going, your flights are going to have to go around.
you're flying. Watch for turbulence.
Okay, I'm going to say goodnight and a happy Thanksgiving, because Paul's going to start talking about football, and it's all you.
This is where you stop talking.
Pretty
Hey,
much.
big time game going on tomorrow. Lions hosting the Patriots. Poor Lions. Rough year for you. Hey, rain outside, but should be 72 inside. Hey, Nicole, where are you going? Hey, and the Cowboys.
I said it was all you, Paul.
Come back here. Cowboys
Night.
taking on the Saints.
No, welcome to Weather Center. I'm Nicole Mitchell, and unless, a little bittersweet tonight, because unless we preempt programming for weather tomorrow, tonight's my last night on Weather Center with schedule changes.
Last night with me. I mean, once you've worked with me,
It's just all downhill from there?
You know, I didn't say you did.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Paul Goodlow, and we have storms on both ends of the country tonight.
Well, welcome back to Weather Center. We have to run our own prompter tonight because everyone's out for the holiday, and we're sitting here kicking each other under the table, figuring out who's going to run the prompter.
He's kicking me.
He started it, I swear. Well, a new storm is pushing into the northwest, and the storm we've been following all week long, sure, now you won't run it for me, is finally making its way into the northeast.
Anyway, parts of the region have seen snow and rain.
Okay, Paul, I have always said that if they taped our commercial breaks and stuff, we could totally win the top 5, because We're like, someone's trying to read. Paul was pushing my chair earlier, if you heard me giggling as I'm trying to, talk over video and stuff. And yeah, so tonight's my last night on the show, and so he's been giving me an extra hard time. That's kind of a goodbye.
Well, speaking of goodbyes, it's not too late. You still have your chance to win our guaranteed white.
Thank you all for joining us for all these, about the last year and a half we've been together.
Yes, we have, and darn it, probably the best year and a half of your life.
Paul will deny it till his grave, but he misses me. He brought me cake tonight.
Anyway, all right. Let's continue on with this.
Okay, Paul came in tonight wearing this shirt looking like a pumpkin, and then I figured out...
Looking like a longhorn.
Yeah, there's all about the
Representing.
football.
And I'm still a fan, even though we went down to the dreaded Aggies.
There was some bitterness tonight.
Well, there still is a lot of bitterness. There's another game I'm going to be bitter about if Auburn doesn't come through tomorrow. The Iron Bowl.
Okay, well, it is my last night here as a host on Weather Center, so thank you so much for indulging me and for being most of the time a not bad partner. He picks on me a lot.
We'll still be around for a little while, but I'll see you back here Monday.
Next year's weekend before Christmas snow deluge.
In a word, no. Thanks for watching PM Edition. I'm Jeff Morrow.
See, and they all went, oh, good, we got the answer. Click.
No.
But there's much more out there. Definitely more of a mountain person than a beach person, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks to the hundreds of you who entered this year's contest for well, we heard some of the Hendersons, not much else.
We'll hear more about them winning coming up. We do have another freezing.
I tried to leave you there for a second.
He
They
did.
didn't
He
see
just,
that.
I'm talking. He's
And I
wandering
left.
around the studio.
I've seen a few things in here. I thought I'd wander
Checking
around.
out the poinsettias.
Exactly. All right. This is the second big
Weather Channel.
He was being sassy, so I was... Jeff and I are fighting over clickers.
Exactly.
Our little,
We don't know where to put
we have a
this one.
battle going.
All right. Well, still ahead on PM Edition, despite what we're doing. We're taking a closer look at the travel force.
Dude, one guy was in a Speedo.
That's just
Okay,
not right.
you're not, yeah. Unless you're in a swimming race, you're just not supposed to wear those in general, much less in the icy water. I mean, shrinkage. I mean, is that
wasn't
really
gonna
what you
go there.
want?
I was not going to go there.
Just saying. Okay, a lot of weather stock. Jeff, you're supposed to say, why not, or, yeah, why not, why not? That's
Why
how it
not
goes.
and why not? You know what? There's another full hour of Day Planner ahead. You know what? There's actually 3 more hours of Day Planner ahead. Who wrote that?
White stuff from what
You know,
I
I
hear.
grew up in Pittsburgh, and you would think that there would be a lot of white Christmases there, but I don't remember a lot there. It just seemed like Christmas Day had always...
You were just always drunk on Christmas? No. I'm kidding.
Where did that come
You
from?
said you don't remember a lot.
When I was small.
It's the eggnog.
All right.
Bill is back to get to see you the next couple hours, and have a great night. Thanks so much for joining me tonight on Weather Center. Have a fabulous night out there. I'll see you tomorrow night, and stay tuned for more on that forecast. So much for joining me tonight on Weather Center. Have a fabulous evening. More of your forecast is coming up. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Weather Center. Have a great night, and we'll see you back here. Actually, I won't see you. I'm taking the night off. But have a great night, and Paul will see you then. Well, thanks so much for joining me here on Weather Center tonight. Have a great night out there, and stay tuned. Your local on the 8th there next. Well, thanks for joining me here on Weather Center tonight. Stay tuned for more details on your forecast coming up next. As well. And thanks so much for joining me tonight on Weather Center. Stay tuned for more of your forecast and have a fabulous night. We made it through the midweek, so let's get it into Thursday. Local on the 8th next. Have a great night. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. We'll have more of your forecast, your local on the 8th coming up. In the meantime, have a great night. With you in just 2 hours from now when Nature Strikes is next. You guys all have a great night. Kim will stay with you. Night on PM Edition. I hope you all have a great Saturday night. And of course, we'll be back live at 4:30 Eastern for your sunrise weather and then also for Weekend View. And we want to leave you tonight.
Your winter vacation. Well, I got ice all over my body. Well, we want to thank you for watching Day Planner.
Yeah, thanks so much. And I actually think this is my last show here at the Weather Channel. So thanks for joining me for all these years. But coming up, we will have more on a wintry northeast.
Well, right now...